Good evening. Welcome to the Deltahead stream. I am James Howell. It is 12/26/2020, the day after Christmas Day, and I hope everybody has had a fine holiday. Tonight we're going to do what I am 99.99999% certain is going to be the final Peace Walker stream. Last time there was quite a bit more involved in getting that to wrap up than I thought there would be, but this time I think we're on track. And anticipating that will end sooner than later, I've got something pretty cool, I think, lined up afterwards if we have the time. So one of the things that I got for Christmas when I was asked what I would like, I said a bunch of game demos, and this was one of them. This is a very lovely preview disc to see if I can get it without the glare. There you go. Resident Evil 4 preview disc includes playable demo not for resale. Well, just because it's not for resale doesn't mean it's not for rebuying. So I've got that, and what I'd like to do on that takes you through the end of the first village scatter combat. And scatter combat sounds like that should be some sort of like North Germanic compound that refers to a very specific kind of war, maybe Old English, which is West Germanic. Anyway, I found out that apparently, so I used to have that prior to this Christmas and had to get rid of it, had to sell it for cash to survive in my last few months of grad school. So, and apparently I also had to sell this. So I have since reacquired both, and we are going to play through First Village, and then we're going to play through that to see what has changed. And having played through the demo myself, there are a few things that are pretty dang interesting that changed between the demo and final release candidate. And we'll look at those and see if the playthrough of the final released game reveals anything else. But yeah, let's tuck that back in there. See, look at that! Both discs, glorious. And yeah, so for reading over the past, week has been a little spare, as you might imagine, with the holidays being very busy. But I did get some fantastic books in, and have been reading them every Christmas. I get a few books, and the first few days of Christmas after Christmas are the 30-page days, meaning I am so excited about each of them that I read 30 pages into each one of them, and then later feast. So the first one that I have since been looking at is this. I am very excited by this. It's a book by Tom Cox, who is one of my favorite, I want to say walking nature writers. He's not quite a travel writer. He's not quite a landscape biographer, but he's kind of somewhere in between. It's part poetic personal reflection, some history, some anthropology. And he focuses on many of the non-heavily trafficked areas of England and some of the more rural counties there. And this is not currently on sale in America, so I was very grateful to receive this for Christmas. And two other things that I'm grateful to have received for Christmas is this: The Night Parade of 100 Demons, a Field Guide to Japanese Yokai, by Matthew Meyer. That right there, this is great. So it's got a little bit of history on about 100 different kinds of demons from Japanese sort of local cultures, mythologies, and things like that. And then it has illustrations of them by the authors. So like here's this fella. See that there? That's cool. And bear in mind, every single monster has one of these. So there's this, which is cool. And I will share with you my favorite so far. Oh yeah, I love this guy. That's not turning out well for the fella in the blue. And where are we? Boom, boom. Yes, Baku, which is this guy right here. seeing the picture helps make what's great about the description intelligible. Let's see. Origin. Legend has it that when the world was new and the gods were making the animals, the Baku was put together from the leftover bits and pieces at the end of creation. That explains its bizarre appearance and why it is considered a favorite of the gods. It's that last stinger right there that I love. They like it because it's weird. And they're like, man. It's like, first off, there's this glorious, wonderful, weird thing that is a beloved creature, and you get to leave the day with a clean workspace. How is that not the best? Next thing is Pandemonium in Paradise, which is kind of a companion book to that, not intentionally, but in terms of the gift-giving intention, which are stories of yokai. And these I have yet to jump into my first 30 pages, but yeah, it gives sort of bibliographic histories of the different bestiaries of Japanese monsters as they appeared throughout history. Evening Mexican Sting. So you get lovely illustrations like this, and Matt Mercer, I'm in VO land. Matthew Meyer is the illustrator of those, and these, I believe, take their cues from either current mangaka or historical bestiary sources. So anyway, yeah, really great cleanup. And in addition to the Resident Evil 4 demo, I also got the demo discs, PlayStation Underground for Metal Gear Solid 1 and Shadow of the Colossus. So a lot of fun stuff to play with. And with that, I think we can go ahead and get started. Oh, and I hope and think and believe and pray that we are in fact at the end of Peace Walker, and we have not seen Zadornov's Rocket Peace, but I have high hopes. How was your holiday, Mexican Sting? Or how is it, assuming it is ongoing? Oh, let me change the aspect ratio of this. There we go. Cool. Here we go. Peace Walker incident. Actually, that looks weird and jank and wrong. Hold on. That looks as it's meant to be. Perfect. Oh man, I'm really sorry to hear that. Bowel issues will ruin your day, night, and week. I have sympathy and can relate. If the guts ain't happy, no one's happy. As a matter of fact, I remember being told by a gastroenterologist, bugs in the gut, gastroenterologist, that I think serotonin is produced in the gut. So interruptions in its creation in your bowels and in your digestive system actually lead to dissatisfaction and mood unhappiness. Meaning irritable bowel syndrome actually does make you irritable by depriving you of your, good things that make your brain happy. And actually, it's your whole body, not just your brain. So that brain-body dichotomy isn't super reliable in that model. And I'm glad to hear about Miles Morales. I am looking forward to getting to that game when I have a little bit of more space on my plate, gaming-wise. Man, firing up the Metal Gear Solid 1 demo and seeing the old Konami logo to that sort of like little Police Knots theme jingle really gave me strong nostalgic feelings. And it's weird to see the new Konami logo, I mean, new, which I used to not like so much because it replaced the old sort of ribbon style logo. See that and have good nostalgic feelings about it because of games like this. Oh man, I am sorry to hear that. Again, I sympathize. Head to, ooh, a lot of fellas here. This is actually a little loud. Hold on a sec. Let me turn this down. My life improved immeasurably when I learned about omeprazole. And, ooh, nice. So, let's move y'all to... Let's see. Anybody here? Okay, cool. We actually can improve the situation. Like omeprazole and other antacid suppressants made my days much better. Yeah, for me, omeprazole lasted a while, then that stopped working and I had to switch over to another one called pantoprazole. I think they're all in the same family, or at least, I mean, they're all prazoles. So, okay, cool. Just a few more side-ups. Oh, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. That sucks. Alright. Let's defend some key supplies. Finds the doorknob. And, fight us a Metal Gear Zeke. Yeah, I had the same experience.
Contain important supplies. Make sure nothing happens to them.
How do I play this? Ultimately, oh. I think I should, Hey. There we go. Who is... Oh, somebody's over here. Yeah, insurance is very fussy about that in particular, and I'm not 100% sure why, but I eventually was able to get all that sorted out by a pharmacy discount. I think maybe I should have come prepared with a gun. Who is... Oh. Yeah, you know what? Let's, you know what? Let's just fail. Let's fail. Oh, weird. They don't even let you they don't even let you see the last box explode. But yeah, my sympathy goes out to you over that. Alright, let's replace the RPG with a shoot gun. Yeah. I actually got to fire one of those once. It was propped up on a tripod, and it's very heavy, and the kickback is significant. And it's just, it amazes me now to see this in a game and to see somebody just like carting this. Yeah, let's keep you guys. Oh, hey, cool. My Fulton now drops me goodies. Shakes them down for lunch money on the way up. Wow, this gun's really good. He's got his eyes on the prize all the way over there. Alright, sorry B-string. Used up all my abduction supplies on the A string. Huh, that's a way of dealing with reload times. Huh. Alright. Where's our skedaddle point?
We'll pick you up there.
Recovery point. Oh, it's outside. Okay. It occurs to me in retrospect that maybe a higher point would have been a better spot to defend from, but oh well.
Mission complete. Folks back at Mother Base will be thrilled.
Yeah, I like finding little tricks like that. That they have a stagger animation that can be exploited to offset reload times. Oh crap, I forgot to set supplies in development. Alright, let's spend these big boss bucks. Oh shoot, I must have had... Yeah. Looks like I had enough researchers to build out the heavier guns when I was actually overstaffed, so I need to get some more higher ranking guys.
Enemy reinforcements have been dispatched to the underground passage at the U.S. missile base. They must not be allowed to enter the control tower while Snake is
Ooh,
there.
I love these.
Defend this position. Do whatever it takes to prevent the enemy from breaking through.
I love the support ops missions where you have to play as somebody other than Snake.
Combat.
And yeah. Yeah. Holiday was good. I got some very wonderful, thoughtful gifts from friends and family. Had home food recipeed holiday meals, which made me very happy. Good quality Southern food here in the Pacific Northwest, and yeah, spent good time with folks at a distance. I love talking to my family, so that's always a pleasure. It's a bit sad this year that, you know, it's just not plausible to make it anywhere that they are, but it's the way it goes this year. Not just for me, but for a lot of people, so. Zero calorie. I feel like there's a missed opportunity there for branding that like a zero drink or something, because, you know, Major Zero, or null, 0 calorie cola, just to kind of play with everything they do with his character. Alright, go at him. I assume that's where that name comes from. Got a couple of books on Japanese monsters.
Neutralize all enemy attackers.
And got a bunch of cool game demos, which we're gonna play after this. Oh wow, this thing's got some kickback. It's kind of a shame. I always wish that we had a little more development from him pre Metal Gear 2. I think that in the event of a Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2 remake, we might get more of him. What? Oh, wait, do I have a big gun I'm not using? I do, in fact, have a big gun I am not using. There we go. Man, that fatal butt shot. Yeah, I agree. Those are my expectations as well. Do we have somebody squatting? Nope.
Okay,
Just waiting for someone to die.
The goal.
I mean, for all we know, that since Big Boss was off there setting up camp in Zanzibar land, Gray Fox possibly was in the mix, just outside of our purview. Because just like kind of like puzzling through the ages, I always assumed that Gray Fox and Snake were the same age. So Gray Fox being kind of like a teenager in Portable Ops puts him quite a few years older than either David or Eli at the times of Metal Gear Solid 5. I mean, with rapid aging, as we've seen with Metal Gear Solid 4, it's not outside of the series' own established rules for Snake to have aged to a point where he seems equivalent to Gray Fox. But, yeah. Like 10 years older? I mean, that makes sense since the way that Snake describes their relationship is one where Gray Fox showed him the ropes, right? So... Oh no! Okay, cool. But to say, am I gonna have to fire my first dude? He is listed as Peace Walker. Cool. More...
Let's get this mission started.
More side-ups, I guess. Let's stealth it in. Got the camera. Cool. I have not fired anybody yet. I have not overstaffed any of my... I mean, I've overstaffed... I have overstaffed some departments. Overstaved?
Get a photo of the enemy commander while he's out scouting. If anyone spots you, it's game over.
Yeah, I've overstaffed my R&D team, but there was always room in the combat unit to drop anybody into, so I haven't really had to fire anybody.
What was that? I'm seeing things.
I think it's this guy right here.
A comandante in el frente would never have time on his hands for something like that.
These guys are not very observant. In my wish list world of things that I want to exist and know will not. Oh wait, there we go. There's our dude. No
good. We need a complete shot of the subject without any objects in the way. And make it as big as possible.
Oh, weird. It gives you screenshot information. I would like to play that world and see a kind of a complementary story with Big Boss that makes Venom's story just a little more complex. Complex in an interesting way. Let me clarify that, because Metal Gear is not lacking in unnecessary complexity.
I'm seeing things.
Turn around.
Ooh, nice shot.
I'm gonna try and do this without firing a shot. No, that's a technicality. I'm not gonna do that.
Mission complete. Great job.
Love how just like nobody notices snake exfiltrate. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 began to make a little more sense to me once, after watching Kurosawa's Kagemusha, I learned what a Shadow Warrior / body double is. And, again, it kind of, again, puts Metal Gear in conversation with a lot of, those movies, their themes, their motifs, and makes it a little more complex than just reiterating the same ideas in the series. Ghost photography.
Let's get this mission started.
I can see that. Alright. Ghost, where are you? I do see some confidential docs that I'm gonna snap up.
Head for the recovery zone. We'll pick you up there.
Dude, roll! This game brings back a problem that I had with Metal Gear Solid 2 that seemed to have gone away in Metal Gear Solid 3, where I intend to crouch or crawl or something, or roll, and I wind up just like crouching in place. I don't know if it's like due to the timing of how long I press the button or when or what. I just not doing a story mission here, or what? What's going on? Yeah, I can imagine so. Increasing your profile seems like a risky accident right there. Yeah, let me, I guess, fight this thing.
Combat.
Okay. Wait, do I have a supply mark? Yes, I do.
Don't worry about the tank. Just focus on the troops.
Oh, well. Seems I do not have any stun grenades, so it's curtains for you guys. I wonder if I even have weapons at a grade high enough to be able to take out these guys. Oh. Oh, quit. Ooh, I just destroyed my own cover. That's not ideal.
They okayed your request for a cardboard box. It'll be sent out shortly.
I think I might have bitten off more than I'm interested to chew with this one, because I'm not putting a dent in this. Yeah, Mexican Sting, I'm curious if you remember, is there like a particular mission I need to do to get Paz to try to steal Zeke? Yeah, I think that this might be a little bit above my weapons grade right now. Yeah, I think that I've got he's escaped 6 times. Let's see. Yep, 6 times, and I brought him back each one. So I guess just keep on keeping on.
You've got to neutralize that armored vehicle somehow.
There we go. That's the kind of damage I'm looking for. Where are you? There you are. Oof. Whipped that one.
Oh yeah! Long live MSF!
As I just absorb bullets. There we go.
The armored vehicle's out of commission.
Zeke should be assembled. Let me go check the let me go check the hangar. I'm checking up the criteria right here. Alright. Let's see what you guys can do. For Mother Base, not a whole lot. Let's put you in R&D. And that's your best shot too. Which, unfortunately... sure. Who is... Oh, still here. Alright. Intel works for you. Yeah, Zeke is put together. And it has, this stuff. Okay, I think I see what I need to do. I need to get my intel team up. Actually, it's where it should be. Let's see. Okay, mission support rank needs to be at rank 2. Alright. So, I guess I complete that by... I guess I get that up by completing more missions. Yeah.
Survival.
Welcome to the shooting range. Just the place for a little target practice, huh? When you're done, head over to the exit. Commence target practice.
Does this end? Or is this, Am I just doing this infinitely? I think I'm expecting something akin to Resident Evil 4's shooting gallery, where there is a definite progression. I'm not seeing that in any kind of UI element, so I'm not sure. Okay, let's call that a day. Is there someplace I go? Yes.
Training exercise complete.
No, I mean, yeah, it was substantial for a PSP game, and I mean, it feels a little padded right now because I'm actively trying to get to the end of it. I think that if you are playing this with the intention of enjoying it at a more measured pace, rather than sort of go through it like we are here, I think that it's a more pleasurable experience.
Commence target practice. As a special treat, you can practice.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I mean, it's showing each item there as a mission.
This is a kill house. It's a good place to test fire new weapons. You can also try your hand at time attack. How about it?
Got him.
Training exercise complete.
Let me see what my mission support item looks like. Oh, that's not actually passing time. I'm not getting any reports, nothing new is being developed, and personnel are not being persuaded from the brig. Okay, still at 72. Alright, so I need to get more support unit, intel unit folks.
Stealth.
Yes. Wait. There we go.
Somebody there.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete. Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter. Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to think how I feel about the length of the mission and padding and all that, given, you know, kind of what we're talking about. And I don't know. This is not my path forward. This is not my path forward. Cool. It's kind of in this this middle place between linear narrative progression game and open world that the mission style of gameplay is sort of a midpoint in that. Oh, here we go. Send you home.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
I like these night vision goggles. They, by isolating life forms in a very monochromatic way, they actually feel much closer to the Metal Gear Solid 1 thermal goggles than any of the thermal goggles since. And yeah, playing through the demo.
Who's that?
Oh, there we go. Oh right, you guys have this thing. There we go. Yeah, playing back through the Metal Gear Solid 1 demo and realizing how much I leaned on those for environmental awareness
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
makes me appreciate how adding the battery into this game makes that kind of abuse less likely.
You did it. Keep it up.
This is one of the things about the way they handled the thermal goggles in Metal Gear Solid 2 that balanced them out better and made them tools you had to use in a very specific manner rather than something that you could abuse to find enemy soldiers that were supposed to be camouflaged to whatever extent. All right. Okay. Good intel from Orca. Sorry, my friend. You have the ignoble honor of being the first discharge from outer heaven.
You're fired.
Snake clearly relishes that part of the job.
You're fired.
Evening, Peacher. It's good to see you. It's been a while. We are currently scrambling through the last couple of, I think last couple of missions, oh, I can't afford that, of Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker with the hopes that there will be enough time afterward to get to the Resident Evil 4 demo. So right now I need to get one of my base stats higher. There's some sort of stat manipulation required to unlock the final mission. But once that's done, then I can finally fight Metal Gear Zeke and my my nefarious traitor on board Mother Base. As all such traitors are, I don't know if there's ever a non-nefarious traitor, but, you know. Don't want to make assumptions about what traitors are or aren't.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed on board helicopter.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Concession though it might be.
Fulton recovery
Do I have-
helicopter is complete.
Right. I do have my assassin box, which is a bale of hay that I can use to move more quickly through environments. Snake, who prefers not to really sprint, even while running away from gunfire, once he enters into the cardboard box. And even though his posture implies that he should be moving with much less comfort, can nonetheless sprint because of the spiritual power, the ki, the oomph that any five-sided piece of corrugated paper gives him. Nope. Although this is not paper, in spirit it is the same. I think it is a box. I think it is a bale of hay, isn't it? Cardboard box made of straw. It's not cardboard! Oh, that's funny. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. These guys are snipers, and they know their work. But this guy here, having lost his point man, is about to suffer a defeat that all snipers prepare against. Where you at, fella? Ah, there you are. Hello? Hey!
Drag him inside the box.
I'm sure easily the second weirdest day that sniper's ever had.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
And that guy lost his Doritos. Yes, Peacher, thank you for exercising the panda. Yeah, I can hear that. Oh, the sound of somebody being beaten up inside a cardboard box.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
And evening, Shantae. As much as I love Solid Snake and find him in many ways more likable protagonist. Yeah, protagonist. A more likable protagonist than Big Boss.
Head for the recovery.
It does show a loss of skill that Snake can no longer use the cardboard box as a Trojan horse to not merely infiltrate, but also shake down for lunch money. surely I have people better at making with spy work now. Let's see. Okay, you guys like wrench. You guys like gossip. Sorry, Quail. Sorry, Harbor Seal. You are about to be the subject of an inspirational children's book about what happens to quail and seals who are not appreciated in their time. And this is just a zoo I'm letting loose. Alright, mission support is going up. I need that thing to be at rank 2. And then we can start making some headway. Oh, no. No. I absolutely do not want to play a game with somebody else.
Let's get this mission.
This was my score today from Pink Gorilla in the International District. So I'm very pleased to find they did not have that at either Game Over Games in Bellevue or the other Pink Gorilla location. So I am very happy to have found that and to replace my... Yes. If if you narrowly miss a bullet, definitely inspect the bullet, not the direction that it clearly came from. Yeah, that didn't have it at the University District, so I'm very pleased that they have 2 locations. It's really amazing that a video game store that solid and that stocking that kind of quality game merchandise has more than 1 location. Makes me very happy. Yes, that was the GameCube version. Because that is the version that I would like to compare against the preview disc. I have the Wii version, which is, even though the GameCube version I think is very dear to my heart and a high quality game, I actually feel like the Wii version is maybe the best out of all of them, because of how well it uses the motion controls for aiming and the like. But yeah, if I'm gonna look at the demo,
Nothing here.
I would like to compare it to the exact release that it is, you know, prelude to. You guys are blind. Well, if you have a chance to get your hands on a copy, I recommend it. I don't think it's that expensive at resale. Yeah, the PS2 version. Yeah, it's tricky because for volume of content, the PS2 version definitely is superior. It's got the 8 missions. It has, I believe, an extended mercenaries mode, and it also has separate ways, but it also has another ADA thing. I forget exactly what. But yeah, the GameCube version is just. It's just much better looking, as many games by comparison between those 2 systems were. I was actually really surprised at how much of a downgrade the textures got on the PS2 port when it came out. But also remember, I got your Doritos. But also remember hearing that it was kind of a technological, kind of a tech marvel that they were able to get RE4 running on a PS2 because of the demands that it had.
Where are they?
Friend, I have some advice for you. The bullets are not the attacker. The bullets are the means of my attack. This is what it means to be Big Boss. To know this truth and yet live.
Somebody there? He's here!
What was Splinter Cell on previously? I actually don't know a whole lot about that series. As much of a stealth action fan as I am.
You're done with that area. I knew you could do it. Piece of cake, right?
Alright, we were at 88% last time. Hopefully that number is bigger now? Is it? Oh, I thought it was going to give me a cutscene. Oh, nifty. They seem to be giving me a lot of intel specialists. I think they probably know what I am trying to farm right now at this point in the game. Which they, I mean, damn well should. They're the ones that put the block in my way.
You're fired.
Men, you've been with me since the beginning.
You're fired.
Here's $1 and a Diet Coke.
You're
I'm keeping the Diet Coke. Wow, that is a lot to develop. Yeah, we want better curry. Ah, shoot, I forgot to check the, Alright, I'm gonna go back and see what my base support numbers look like. Alright, 96. Yeah, I was telling a friend earlier that I actually expected this game's stream life to end 2 weeks ago, when I thought the Zadornov missions would be available right at the start. And yeah, we're gonna do this one more time because this seems to be working, and I'm ready to get the show on the road. That I thought this would be done like 2 streams ago, and then I was like, okay, no wait, I've got to do a little bit extra to unlock the extra ending, and then we did the 6 Zadornov missions for a very long stream last time, and I was like, surely I've got to be at the end, because I just did a lot of extra content, and I think, okay, that's cool. It's clever. You've got this way of gatekeeping the end of the game, so people do all the optional stuff you threw in there, and now it's getting ridiculous.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Man, that guy just pitched straight forward. Did not even reach for the back of his head to see what bit him. And I have got to... I can only assume he was ready to fall asleep on the spot and really just needed a little nudge. IPO? What is an IPO? Oh, I see.
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
Indulge my ignorance one more time. Is that is that a like a stock public ownership thing? I don't know very much about business. Oh, I see. Thank you. Yeah, there's a business minigame in Yakuza Like a Dragon, and it wins points for allowing me to employ a chicken as one of my advisors, and honestly, one of my strongest employees at the start. But it loses points for being a business sim because I don't really have a whole lot of a head for that stuff. The concepts make sense when explained to me, but in terms of executing it, strategizing, it just doesn't punch the right buttons in my brain. God knows I need my brain punched to get concepts into them.
Fulton recovery subject confirmed onboard helicopter.
More jungle Doritos. Evening Viper. Based off of what I just looked up, I think I am just a little bit away from endgame. Still a little mysterious to me, but I am increasing the numbers that I need to, and hopefully I am increasing multiple numbers that I need to at the same time to maximize my efficiency. But after that, I've got the Resident Evil 4 demo to play through. I'm gonna cut the stream for a bit,
Somebody there.
fire up the Wii,
No.
and get that GameCube disc running. How are you, Viper?
Fulton recovery helicopter is complete.
No, this is a,
Head for the
if you mean this particular area, these are just some side ops that I'm doing to
You did it. Keep it up.
improve the numbers on my Intel team and get some of the required numbers up so I can build, there's a platform that I need to build for Mother Base, which is where the Zeke fight takes place, and there are some just things that need to be in place for that to happen. Oh, okay, RE4 demo, sorry, yeah. Yes, it's the beginning, from the beginning all the way up to, where'd everybody go? Bingo. Introducing us to the new Leon Kennedy. Alright. Yes! That's what I need. I'm pretty sure. Alright. Without being 100% sure what I need to do on top of that, just for some variety, I think I'm gonna destroy a tank or something. Yeah, the demo actually features, the inventory system is different, and it actually has a feature that would significantly impact the way the game is played, after having, mucked around with it on my own for a bit. And I'm really excited to not just show that finding off, but also to get rid of two more. But also to play the first part of that of the full game that was released to have a compare and contrast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You're fired.
Resident Evil RE4 gets pretty scary intense, but it's not like I don't know, like Amnesia, The Dark Descent, or any of those much more stridently frightening games. It leans on the atmosphere and the action it leans on atmosphere and action, but for RE4, what we're gonna play, it leans much more on action and for its tension. So I think it'd be okay. Oh, also, Leon's kick is different. You can definitely see why they changed it. Yeah, just like there's just these like really small quality of life differences and aesthetic touch-ups that they made. Okay. Yeah.
Let's get this.
Do I have C4?
Combat.
I could use some C4. Oh yeah, no, it's a treat. Also, thank you, Viper. I hope the same for you as well. The holiday has been restful and fun. I've got to spend as much time as is. Oh wow, you sir are a lucky, lucky man. Oh, no longer. Just do this. And I've gotten to interact with family and friends as much as is healthy and safe to do. So I am pleased to have had that.
Understood. Dispatching reinforcements. Proceed with extra caution. Nice. Now I've got to recover those supplies. Hurry. Yes. Now get over to the goal.
Where's our goal at? Beginning. Please stop attacking me. You have no idea how bad my judgment is.
Eliminate all hostiles. Stay out of sight till they've called off the alert. Stay out of sight till they've called off the alert.
Oh. Alright. I think this means I'm gonna have to just knock a bunch of you guys out. There we go.
Mission complete. Great job.
Alright, Kaz, give me that sweet, sweet news that Zazornov has escaped.
Happened again, Snake.
Oh, Zadornov? What's he got, an escape fetish?
He clearly has friends on the inside, but we've got no way of knowing who.
Persistent bastard, I'll give him that. Where is he this time?
That's the thing. He must have found and gotten rid of the transmitter. We've got no idea where he is. Snake, think you can find him?
We can't just let him run around. Makes us look bad.
I'll say. Since we can't locate him, I'm afraid I can't add a new mission. You know what to do, Snake.
This is actually, so in terms of padding, I actually really like the fact that Zadornov keeps getting out. It's, the comedy there works. I also really like this particular way of asking you to find him one last time. It's just the amount of time it takes to sort of build up to that is a bit much for me. Yeah, sorry, buddy.
You're fired.
Your first day on the job is to hold the door for the other 3 people we're gonna fire.
You're fired.
Yeah, he's in one of the target practice missions, I think.
Stealth.
By God, the day will not end before I've got me my rocket piece.
Welcome to the shooting range. Just the place for a little target practice, huh? When you're done, head over to the exit.
Okay, I don't know if y'all heard that, but I'm going to restart this mission in hopes that you can and be quiet,
Training exercise
so you can hear Zadornov. You can hear Steve Bloom's Zadornov as Snake comes in. Least stealthy thing you can possibly do is cackle with self-satisfaction, but our man does it. Yeah, this is the equivalent, the video game equivalent of rewinding the DVD 15 seconds to hear the joke again.
commenced.
I love that you can have four players in this. I'm actually really curious to know what this would play like. If Zadornov would be in this area if you hosted and joined with 3 other players. It's coming up.
Welcome to the shooting range. Just the place for a little target practice, huh? When you're done, head over to the exit.
Yeah. Huh, that's neat. They give Snake staircase footstep animations, but they don't really match it to the stairs. Which is fine, I'm just observing. Actually curious if those are individual stairs. No, it's just a single plane that has stairs on there designed to look textured. I mean, it makes sense. It's fine.
Big boss. My work is done. What are you talking about? V for victory. Rocket peace.
Yeah. Gotta say, it's a missed opportunity for Big Boss to have just done this.
Kaz, I found Zadornov. I had to kill him.
Huh. So much for our fugitive.
Something's not right here. I'm thinking he had a friend.
Someone inside MSF. Huh?
What's going on?
It's Zeke. It's moving.
What?
There's somebody inside. I can see them. Snake, get up here. Pronto.
I mean, as good a sense of comedic timing as Zadornov has, I can only imagine he was going for the eyes. Boink. Would love to hear David Hayter as Snake do a Curly Joe. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nyang, nyang, nyang. Evening, Boogle. And yeah, you know, you think somebody would have caught that at the editing stage, right?
Get down from there before you hurt somebody.
Maybe I want to hurt somebody.
What's going on? She's not herself.
Oh, I am myself, all right. My true self.
Of course. I like how they put manned there in the parentheses.
The controls aren't responding.
Then how's it moving?
I made some modifications. This machine was meant to have a human pilot.
Modifications. Paz, what are you?
Never thought I'd be into machines, huh?
Then Zadornov's escape was a diversion.
Paz, what are you doing?
I'm taking it back.
Taking it back? Where?
To our leaders. To Cypher.
Cypher.
Good God,
This weapon
guys.
is Cypher's creation.
Paz, get down from there.
Do not call me that.
Just in case you elected not to see the girl in her underwear optionally, here.
My name, my age, my mission.
Cypher gave them all to me. My entire life has but one purpose. To carry out Cypher's plan. The nasty tobacco. The angel of peace crap. The whole teen with a dream routine. I am through with all of it.
Paz, you can't.
Told him not to call me that. It makes me want to puke. Everything is gone exactly as we planned.
Now the real Peace Walker project is finally about to reach its goal.
I'm trying to think about that, like, thinking about the little bulb that's on Zeke's head. I'm trying to think if there's, like, another Metal Gear that also uses that design, like, from the,
Once upon a time, there were two young men who
from the
idolized a hero called
MSX
the
games.
Boss.
And I think that might be one of the Metal
They
Gear things that's
suddenly lost the
unique
point
to
of origin.
Peace Walker's
His Cypher.
mech design.
That was like a mother to them. Unable to come to terms with their sorrow, they each decided to carry on the will of their hero. But they could not agree on what that meant. In the end, they became bitter enemies, and the zero from which they both started was split into two. And you have been on the wrong path ever since.
No,
There
it's
is
not
no
his
happily
daughter,
ever
it's
after waiting for you and
a
me.
girl that
Unless
joined Outer Heaven
You obey
as
the will of Cypher.
sort of
Where does an
war
army without
refugee,
borders call home?
uh,
A state without borders, of
feigning
course. A world without
having
borders.
been like a student of peace at a Nicaraguan
Cold War orders about to
university.
collapse. The age of electronic intelligence is about to begin. The NSA, CSS, NRO, DIA, etc., etc. The intelligence community that is long bickered amongst itself will be
I do like that they bring a lot of the style of MGS2's sort of like filler graphics here. Because this is kind of the point where the story is making that leap based on what she's saying.
Until the new order is in place, you and your army will be the force that protects it. You will be Cypher's deterrent, pulling the wool over the eyes of the old order with your charisma and military prowess. Accept our offer, and we will allow you to retain control of MSF and Zeke.
That's an offer.
The boss threw down her gun, and with it, her life's calling. You, her disciple, have never been able to do that.
Seems like if that were an
You're too
agreement
afraid to
that
let
he
go.
made, it would be much easier to get his
I am a gun.
Is that so?
his soldiers'
Then what do you call
buy-in
this? Is
if
it
that
a
were,
gun too?
you know,
You
a secret
are a
rather
lousy
than
liar.
broadcasted
Admit
to the
it.
entire
This
world
thing is a monstrosity.
off of the MSF
Product of your own
core
being.
platform.
But not Cypher. Cypher thought of something different. Cypher's going to control guns.
Control guns.
That is right. Not deter, control. It is the ultimate approach to the illusion of peace.
Control power. You're gonna be disappointed.
Then we are done. Thank you for playing.
is rescinded. And now the ultimatum. Zeke is already in nuclear strike mode.
What?
I'm taking the weapon you built and using it to launch a nuclear strike on the east coast of the United States.
You're insane. What are you after?
But wait, here is your consolation prize. We are about to show the world just how dangerous a gang of outlaws, an army without borders, can be. You and your men will become pariahs.
Really,
Be
Viper.
wiped off the face of the earth. Rather than heroes, you will be seen as a well-armed extremist cult prone to indiscriminate outbursts of nuclear aggression. You will give rise to a new world order, an age of deterrence defined by its fear of extremist cult influence. Do you like the picture I am painting? Big boss. When all is said and done, peace is nothing but a fantasy. A game is a game. You either win or you lose.
I think one of the things that where this game kind of loses me a little bit on the plot is kind of the same thing that Hot Coldman said, where he's like making these grand assumptions about what people as a monolith will do. Is they're making, like, Paz makes like at least 3 predictions about how Snake will be perceived by the entire world based off of their world machinations, and it just kind of loses its plausibility that those kind of grand assumptions are enough for these plans to go forth on.
Whatever it takes. Awaiting your orders.
Stop me if you can.
Wasn't it, did MGS4 Snake call himself a gun too? I mean, I know that it's no unique, it's not unique to any of the Metal Gear protagonists to say you're just a weapon, because that was like Raiden's whole premise. Up to, and including, getting his memory back. But I'm wondering if that line or that sentiment, as an idea, is explicitly claimed by any other Metal Gear protagonist. Also, that's interesting.
Combat.
Feel like this is what I want. Except this. Okay. Sure, I will carry C4 into this weird mission. That's really interesting that that's slang, Aussie slang is...
She's gonna launch a nuke. Snake, we've got
Does Australia have
whatever it
civilian
takes.
gun ownership?
Your orders.
Is that a thing there as well?
Stop me if you can.
Well, if...
Before she can launch that nuke. We've activated the hatches up on deck. You can use them as cover so long as they're open.
Wow. I've got to say, this is not the music that I thought was going to be playing.
Base's gun platforms to use. The control panel is on the edge of the deck.
Oh, okay. At this rate, I think that I will probably still be fighting this when Mexican Stink gets back. Whoop. I like how Zeke still has a voice that it uses when it takes damage, even though it has a human pilot. Interesting. I did not know that. I've often wondered what the I've often wondered how pervasive, like, cultural gun metaphors are in countries and cultures where, like, gun ownership is not like a cultural ideal or something that is politically defended. I don't know, I feel okay blaming the person who is shooting me with a giant death robot. Whoop! Oh, that one's going out to sea. Will this protect me? Yes, it will. Whoop. I should have kept staying behind the thing that protected me. Given how tonally different, hold on. There we go. Given how tonally different this fight is, from so much of, just so many other Metal Gear moments like this, makes me wonder, kind of like, who the audience, or intended audience for this is. Oh, wait. I'm gonna run out of time, huh? Oh. Oops. I do like that they factor the fact that you are at home into this combat, and in terms of getting more supplies. I don't remember reading anything about his son's reaction as an influence.
No one to blame but yourself. No one to blame but yourself.
I wonder if there are any other sound bites or if that one's just stuck on loop.
Other bases gun platforms to use. The control panel is on the edge of the deck.
Miller's trying real hard to invest, to justify the investment in the gun platforms. Clearly, he fought pretty hard for it against protests. That how often is it going to be used?
Eyes are loaded in the transport catapult.
He really wants to prove out the value of that. That's interesting. I was talking with a friend about like games and audiences and like about console and PC games, and I think that what you're describing bears out. I think that for whatever reason, a lot of kids prefer playing games on either portable consoles or like personal tablet devices and the like, and I'm not sure why that is.
Transport catapult ready to launch.
Snake, don't do that. Oh my god, dude, roll!
Other bases gun platforms to use. The control panel is on the edge of the deck.
That's all really interesting. Shantae, I'm curious, did it have anything to do with the fact that there was like a more like personal experience or like personal owned experience and amid being around other people? That's one aspect of the portable gaming experience that suggests itself to me as a reason. At least it's something that I've felt when I game portably. And kind of using that as a starting point for understanding.
It's no use. Zeke is out of my control. This is where it ends. Listen to me, Big Boss. As long as your army is needed, the world will never know true peace.
The peace you will know will be fleeting, elusive. They will use you, disgrace you, and then finally discard you like they would a cancer to society. This is the path you have chosen.
Pass.
After MGS5, it's so strange seeing Miller like whole-bodied and not a constant scowl of a man. Yep, exactly. That makes sense.
Who would have thought that little girl was working against us?
Tell me about it. She had everybody fooled, me included. Can't believe I didn't pick up on anything.
Snake, there's no point in beating yourself up over the past. But hey, maybe you should put in some practice against Zeke in case this sort of thing ever happens again. In any case, I need to go talk to Dr. Strangelove. Zeke still isn't ready.
Huey!
Oh, man. Huey doesn't have a super warm touch there. Yeah, your friend betrayed you. Anyway, robots.
How's it going? How's Zeke look?
The attitude control AI had a backup, so it should be able to walk.
Really? Oh, that's good.
Beyond that, it's up to the creator. Stop! Don't come any closer, Doctor.
There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Do you despise me?
Doctor, are you asking me?
No, not at all.
It's a great way to ask for it. Do you hate me?
Because I've just had my
Yeah,
heart
let's have
broken by
lunch.
someone else.
What?
I only like those who can stand on their own. If you fancy me, then come walk with me. Who knows what miracles might happen. Love is blind after all. Take your time. I'll be waiting.
That matches my experience, Viper. Portable game systems, which when I was in school would have been just like a Game Boy or a Game Gear. Playing cards and Walkmans. Using the hand of the man you killed to light your cigar. Very
That
big
name
boss
Haas
move.
mentioned at the end. Cipher. It's a code. It means empty. It also means
Zero.
a world of electronic intelligence built on codes. And at the center of it all, a zero.
Cuz.
Look, boss. I owe you an apology. Hear me out, okay?
Sure.
I, knew Puss and the Professor. I knew who they really were all along.
Cuz.
I used them.
Evening,
I
Vincent.
suppose you were the one that brought them to Columbia in the first place, huh?
Guilty as charged. Puss wasn't just CIA, you know. She was working for the KGB, too. And for this Cipher group. In other words, she was a triple agent.
You knew all of this?
Wait, let me finish. Listen, MSF never would have gotten this big if it weren't for them. This mercenary business we built. Someday it's gonna be a new driving force in the world economy.
Is that your goal all along?
The Cold War's not gonna last forever. Sooner or later, it's gonna give way to an era of regional conflicts and terrorism. A paradigm shift from counter-communism to counter-terrorism. In the new age, armies won't be tied to states, and war will become a business. We'll be a valuable commodity. There'll be
Out of all the
clients
lore
over
set
world
up
who need
in
our
this game,
services.
the thing that I find most
MSF
compelling
is
is
only
this
the
right
beginning.
here.
What
Causes
we're creating is a
kind of like
revolution in itself.
business foresight
Am I
and
right?
setting up the
Cuz
PMC
It's not going to be that
idea.
easy.
What do you mean?
This whole Peace Walker thing has left our mark on the history of the old order. We've put ourselves on the radar of intelligence agencies and governments east and west. The whole world probably knows about us now.
Including that Cypher outfit.
We've let ourselves interfere with the times, with the Cold War system of deterrence. We're an army without a flag. We weren't supposed to take sides in international affairs, but we did.
I see your point. So what happens to us now?
We'll be hunted.
Not everybody's gonna be happy with us, huh?
You're damn right.
Yeah, I think
We upset the global military.
I think these are one of the few mo-capped
And these people would rather our army without borders not exist at all.
scenes, Viper.
They're gonna come knocking real soon. There's no turning back now. We're a wrench in the old.
It does have a
system of
very
deterrence.
classic MGS feel with how well they're cut
As long as the times refuse
and how
to
smoothly
change,
they're animated.
we're gonna make a hell of a racket.
Then who are we gonna fight?
The establishment. Anybody who tries to restore the old balance wants to snuff us out of existence.
Which establishment?
It won't be a particular country or ideology that hunts us.
Who then?
We are going to be fighting the biggest beast of all. The Times. 10 years ago, the Times rejected the boss and killed her. And now, we're the ones being tested. Will the Times erase us? Or work with us? It's gonna be a lonely battle. No good.
I find
or
myself
evil.
wondering if this
No
idea of the
winners or
Times is
losers.
something that
Business will have to wait.
if it's
The
a
question we
reference
have
to
ask
some
ourselves
idea
now is,
outside of
can
MGS,
we
or if it's something that's
survive
very
long enough to see
Kojima
the
specific.
21st century?
I'm with you, boss. We'll see how it turns out together.
Evening, Baron. It's good to meet you. I mean, the Times, it's used in this very sort of like esoteric concept, and I know that there's a Japanese governmental concept called Kokutai, which is like the spirit of a country,
Assemble the men.
as having like a country or a nation having like a spiritual identity, and I remember it was a political science concept in like the going into the Second World War that I don't know if it's continued to be elaborated on, but something like that where there is a sort of I don't know, animus given to an abstraction. And just like the way that they speak about the Times, actually, it reminds me of that, and I wonder if there is like an equivalent idea that that makes sense in the context of the Zeitgeist. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like Zeitgeist is almost more aesthetic than the feeling I'm getting from. I don't know, Zeitgeist feels to me kind of like more in the area of taste and preference. I always love these scrolls. I felt like the one at the end of MGS3 was the strongest. Probably because it was the first time that the events were contextualized in world history, and they kind of redo it. Da da dun. Here we go, real ending credits. I wonder if they recorded Lori Allen's lines anew, or if they just oh hey, Troy Baker was an NPC voice, or if they just used archival audio. Re-recorded? Actually, I think we've talked about this before, and I think you told me that exact same thing. Gun and weapon research. I remember reading Hideo blog and reading exactly how intensely they went into guns. I think there was, I think Kojima mentioned he had a favorite gun that he really hoped that they could get into the game, that he wasn't sure if they could. And it turned out to be the gigantic rifle that Johnny Sasaki, like, just sort of carries around like it's a freaking PVC pipe. Yeah, I just finished fighting Zeke. I kind of feel like, the sort of J-pop song that plays during the Zeke fight, it feels like this actually feels like it would make more sense there to me, for that moment, because it actually lasts long enough to sort of get the full song out, and it kind of has a, like, Snake Eater during the boss fight cadence, that sort of irony between something that's moving very slowly and this just massive chaos. And I remember the fixed gun turret segment where this actually does play in gameplay feels very short for what this song can do. I kind of feel like that could be bumped and maybe save the J-pop song for somewhere in the credits. Anti-material rifle, yes, thank you. Yeah, I remember there was, like, even when they were researching MGS1, there was, I don't remember if it was a feature somewhere or if it was an interview where they talked about visiting a tank hangar to make actual notes on the M1 Abrams tank for the Vulcan Raven boss fight and the tank hangar, which, I mean, makes sense if you're going to deeply invest in weapon machine research. The very first major set pieces are the ones to do it on. But the Hind D stuff felt very, I mean, I know nothing about a Hind D, and that fight felt very good too, so I wouldn't be surprised if they gave equivalent attention to that. Oh, that's fantastic.
The choices within my hands. How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide, time will come to softly lay me down. Then I can see a face
On.X, Randall.
to see.
Huh. Wonder if Sean Eyestone went over to the independent Kojima Productions. I noticed that Ken Imaizumi is now working outside of Kojima Productions, which was a surprise to me. Just because he's been with that team like forever. I am looking up how to access one of the most important things that we must cover before moving on to Resident Evil 4. Oh, is he not working on games anymore? A long list of references. I would be very... really? A Yukio Mishima reference. I'm actually really curious to know what that is. Yeah, I would be interested in a kind of a blow-by-blow breakdown of where all those footnotes live in the game, whether they're references, resources, and research and inspiration, or if they are actual references that are cited word for word. Yukio Mishima, it was the very last of the citations that scrolled up in that big block of, you know, Immanuel Kant, Che Guevara, Goethe, you know, that sort of thing. No, I just caught it at the final scroll. Like, as it left the screen.
We will forsake our countries. We will leave our motherlands behind us and become one with this earth. We have no nation, no philosophy, no ideology. We go where we're needed, fighting not for country, not for government, but for ourselves. We need no reason to fight. We fight because we are needed. We will be the deterrent for those with no other recourse. We are soldiers without borders, our purpose defined by the era we live in. We will sometimes have to sell ourselves and services. If the times demand it, we'll be revolutionaries, criminals, terrorists. And yes, we may all be headed straight to hell. But what better place for us than this? It is our only home, our heaven, and our hell. This is outer heaven.
It kind of makes me think of, from watching the Lone Wolf and Cub movies, one thing that the main character, the former executioner, frequently says when people are asking him about his lifestyle, that he and his son are on the demon way of hell. And that that they have no, I mean, basically that, right? Yeah, Viper. I'm actually interested. Do you find to know what your thoughts are on this, because we talked about this during a previous stream. Do you think that Big Boss is more a sympathetic character, or did they succeed in making him a villain at any point? And I found the criteria to do what I need to do, and we're going to just kind of blast through some optional materials and not listen too closely to them, because it would take quite a while. Let's go ahead and save. Database, log, player data. Where do you listen to the cassette tapes? That's interesting. So you think that that MGS5 was necessary to really cement him as the villain, and that this game itself didn't do an adequate job of that? Or adequate isn't really the right word, but didn't quite succeed in making him an unsympathetic villain, or somebody we definitely recognize as a bad guy. Where the heck are the cassette tapes? Oh wow, how far down does this go? Oh wow, this is quite long. Oh, that's where it stops, up to 50. Is it here? At mission selector? I'm not sure. I thought that I thought they had their own discrete menu. No, I'm not seeing, actually, hold on a second. I think I might know what I need to do here. There we go.
The supply.
Okay. That's what I need. Let's see if I can blast through these.
There's a
So there.
Ira. Do you ever?
This, again, I know I'm putting this extra obstacle in front of myself because I want to see that damn cat. But, again, kind of fits the feeling of how much is padded and locked behind extra content.
Chico.
Yeah, you just have to have listened to all of these things to unlock him.
Got it.
How many more of these do we have? Okay, cool.
Did you? Pterosaur survived.
Oh, that's... There we go.
The
Yeah. Given how important Panda is to the stream, I think that I would be remiss and incur an ire that is an ire that is deep and wide, and that I would like not to incur.
You want to know? Snake.
Okay. Getting closer. I'm trying to, but
Amanda's so
does that count?
Amanda.
No, it doesn't count as having been listened to, so you just gotta skip through it.
Sorry.
Man, just thinking about Chico's character model from
Have you ever?
MGS5 and how sort of very round Miller's face is in his art. And this one, just all the character designs in Peace Walker just feel very baby-faced in comparison to the much sharper, more longer suffering designs that they get later on.
Hey, what's with all this? Chico.
Okay. That's it. So I'm gonna save that, and we should have mission 27 accessible now. or 29 rather. Yes.
Let's get this mission started. Complete the mission and proceed to the Fulton recovery point so we can get you back alive and well. Good luck out there.
Stealth.
Oh.
Stay out of the enemy's sight as you recover those supplies. And don't get lost.
Immediately gets lost. Yes.
You see some sort of weird animal over by the pier?
Yes. I know it's crossover material, but I gotta say, this is quality MGS right here. One approaches Trenya with respect.
A talking cat. Trenya. Creatures, even rarer than a talking cat.
Sarcastic.
Monsters. Sorry, kitty, but I'm no hunter. You're not exactly an ordinary yourself. Not to be rude, but I've got things to do, so if you need someone to go monster hunting with you, find someone else. Sounds perfect.
All right, that's what I'm looking for. So I don't really need to hunt monsters. I just want to befriend Trenya because I think that if I do in fact close out the Peace Walker streams without befriending a talking cat, and a talking cat exists to befriend, I've let not merely myself down, but also Samson and just a whole lot of people whose respect I would really rather retain. So yeah. That is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. So what I'm going to do is catch up on chat. Evening, Iceman Dan. It's fantastic to see you. Yes, Zeke was vanquished, and Paz took the plunge into the Pacific Ocean, and we got all that wrapped up. Big Boss is now committed to no ideology and no philosophy. They serve only themselves, which sounds suspiciously like a philosophy. But and yeah, so here we are. I'm really glad that you showed up for Trenya, and you're gonna get some quality panda here in a second. I'm going to briefing tape on why Miller quit the JSDF. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, no, that seems like the point where those two things would intersect. I think the rewards for doing the monster missions are certain weapons that have monster-y parts to them. I kind of want to say that they're necessary for developing the Fulton launcher, where you've got like a Fulton Gustav, where you fire it and it can capture a tank and stuff. You can cook rations? That's fantastic. Oh man, doing a better job than the Mother Base home team. If only they had learned to use a spit. But yeah, so, and yes, Peacher, the art style is charming. It's a great combination between Ashley Wood, who did the Metal Gear Solid digital graphic novels, and also not a few Magic the Gathering cards. Actually, I think I have several Magic the Gathering cards that are in his style. And he's also just a comic artist generally. I think he is Australian, I believe. And that combined with Yoji Shinkawa, the sort of perennial Metal Gear mech and character design artist. So, yeah, I remember this would have been, I think it might have been a Kojima Productions Report interview back in 2008, 2009, where they interviewed him, and he was talking about how happy he was to work on the series and that sort of thing. Zombies versus robots. Oh, that'd be fantastic to look into. Yeah, he did a handful of Magic cards. If I find one of them is, it is actually funny that you mentioned an A's card of zombies. It's a zombie that's kind of like missing half of its head and is kind of, in these sort of like very thick, choppy, dark strokes that he's sort of known for. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this stream, take a quick break, bring the Wii in here and hook it up, and then we're going to do a quick run through of RE4 through the village. Then we're going to do a run through on the demo and see what's different. So give me just 1 second. I will be right back to get that hooked up, and it's going to be a good time. Thank you for everybody who came out to watch the Peace Walker playthrough. The VOD will be up on a playlist on the Deltahead Media YouTube channel if you'd like to watch it in its full glory, and watch at least 2 streams where I squirm at the end thinking, surely it's almost over, right? But no. But yeah, I'll be right back. Give me about probably 10 minutes.